gonna say that a man can just be a woman, why can't Rachel Dolezal just be black? You got to be consistent.
Oh my God.
Just pull it up. I'm gonna show the whole thing, and then we'll go through it afterwards.
Let's not conflate it with being black. Otherwise, you'd have to defend Rachel Dolezal.
Well, there's no. Well,
would you defend her?
Well, there's no defending crazy. That's crazy. But
why is that crazy?
Hold on. Because she was a white woman that says she was black.
Yeah, that's a man saying he's a woman.
But let's back up.
If you're gonna say that a man can just be a woman, why can't Rachel Dolezal just be black? You got to be consistent.
Because she's white.
Okay, because it's a man.
No, but hold on. I get it.
You know I'm right.
I get
you know
it.
I'm right.
No, I don't agree. And this is not a matter of right or wrong.
But it is.
Hold on.
This one is.
Let me tell you.
Why isn't Rachel Dolezal black?
Because she's a white woman.
Okay, because it's a male or it's a female.
What?
Bear with me today. But this is the problem, man. Not me being on mute, because perhaps maybe I just saved myself from saying something that I shouldn't say. But this is the problem. And do y'all notice the slippery slope with a lot of this stuff? The slippery slope with a lot of this stuff is, oh, it's just cool. We don't have to address it. And then it just keeps going off the rails. This is why the Democratic Party lost the election. They keep thinking that it's about racism or sexism. They never have a chance, or they never take the chance to just step back and say, like, maybe it's because we can't define what a woman is. Maybe it's because we just allowed these things to just get too far out of control. Everybody wants to be treated fairly. I think the majority of us can agree on that. Whether you're in the LGBTQ or anything else, everybody should be treated with respect, with dignity, all these different things, right? Nobody should be treated unfairly for any of these things. Nobody is campaigning for that. Ew. Sorry to interrupt the video. We got a new challenge. 20,000 by the end of April. We fell short in March, but we're gonna get our goal this month. Thank you all in advance for those that are gonna continue to like, subscribe, maybe even leave some comments and let us know how we're doing. And on that note, let me let y'all get back to the video, and I'll see y'all soon. Ew. But when you look at the Democrats and the Liberal Party, and I'm sorry, I gotta just go in hot when it comes to this stuff. When you look at their party's stance on a lot of this stuff, you sit back and you're just like, yo, how could you even try to make sense of this stuff? Like, okay, racism, sexism, all that other stuff. Okay, yeah, y'all lost because of that. And later on in the show, we're going to hear Joe Biden pretty much try to say that Kamala Harris lost the election because she's a woman and a black woman, or a woman of color. I don't know what they're categorizing her as these days. Maybe it's because y'all can't tell me what a woman is. Maybe it's because the majority of us are walking around in a society, in a world, looking like, yo, what is going on here? Even the things that we like and that serve a lot of our temptations, our vices, we're still looking around like, yo, this is kind of wild. Yo, liberals, I'm gonna tell y'all what it really feels like. The Democrats are damn near when Pops ain't in the house. That's how, when I think about how it was when my dad went away and my brother and I felt like we can get away with everything. It's not like that. All right. My mom was, I don't mean to put it like that, but it's just the reality. Pops was more the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? Like, Moms is more the comforter. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. That's how it seems like with the Democratic Party running stuff, or them having power. It's just like, oh, Dad's not home and Dad's never coming home. That's what it seems like with this Democratic Party. But I don't know. If we can sit here and tell a woman that she's a man, then why can't the lady Rachel Dolezal be considered as a black woman if that's the case? Why can't you wake up and say that? Why can't we say that? And we got a couple comments. Hold on. We got a couple comments. Shout out to Essence Frazier. Essence in the building. Is this your first time tapping in with us, Essence? We appreciate it. Maybe it's because y'all haven't read the Forbidden Book of Enoch. Hold up, Essence. Do not assume that I haven't read it. I ain't finished it, but I read it. You heard? I read. No. I'm a little bit familiar with the Book of Enoch, and that's the reason why when you look at a lot of these temptations, look at the Watchers, the giants that used to be here. They weren't supposed to feed into the temptations. Look at Adam and Eve. All these different stories pretty much come down to man feeding into the temptation that, can I say that women create? The greatest temptation for a man is woman. So a lot of when you look at how society, when it takes a turn for the left and when things get out of control, a lot of it seems as if it's man compromising discipline, morals, values, integrity, and principles, all to engage and to invite vices that we know are not necessarily good for us, but we allow our temptations to get the best of us. And maybe that's what, when I'm kind of connecting a whole bunch of stuff. We got a clip on Dr. Umar. Actually, let me try to pull up this Dr. Umar clip because maybe that's what Dr. Umar and a lot of people were talking about with the movie Sinners. If y'all saw the movie Sinners, it's like the things that once we allow all these things to become our norms, all these vices that we know are not necessarily good for us, but they soothe a lot of temporary pain. Once we allow those things to become normalized, then it's like we don't even realize just by our habits and doing the things that become the norm are really leading us down a bad path and very detrimental to us. Let me see if I can hold on. Let me catch up with these comments. Y'all keep going back and forth. Let me see if I can find this Dr. Umar clip because I want to see if we can play that. I wasn't going to play it right now, but I think actually Ant sent this over. So Ant sent this Dr. Umar clip. I actually do have it right here. So let me read some of your comments and then I'll get to this Dr. Umar clip because I just think that is relevant to what we're talking about right now. All right, so let me get to these comments. We could take this off the screen. Kamala is as black as Rachel Dolezal. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, let me stop. Nurture versus nature. That's real, bro. Nurture versus nature. Keep going into that, Bug. What you mean by nurture versus nature? I get what you're saying, but keep going into it. Essence wrote, it goes deeper. We're dealing with aliens mixed with human. Wow. Who's the alien class? I need to know who's the alien class. Boog wrote, the wrong woman in a man's life will lead to the demise of that man. I agree. I agree. And what am I getting ready to say? What am I getting ready to say? All right, let me ask y'all this. Do you think that we have, let me get to the Dr. Umar video.
Ew, it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.